Hi, my name is Ben Walker, founder of Inspire, life-changing accountants. And I just wanted to say a quick message if you're looking to claim JobKeeper from the month of April onwards, or the date that it's available from is the 30th of March, but that fortnight ends in the month of April. Now, there's kind of 5 things you need to keep in mind that you need to do before the end of April to make sure that you'll be paid for the month of April when the ATO makes the payments in early May. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you check the eligibility for yourself as a business. Now, for most businesses, your turnover will need to be have a drop of 30% or more. Now, that's for businesses whose total turnover is less than $1 billion a year. So that's going to be most businesses there. So if your turnover is down 30% or more in the month of March 2020 compared to 2019, or the month of April is a forecasted drop of 30% or more compared to April 19, or you can even do the June quarter as well. So the June quarter forecast versus the June quarter last year. Now that's kind of the main test. Yes, there's a few other tests that you need to satisfy, so make sure you look into that. Now, the next thing you need to look at is your employee eligibility. So there's a few conditions that employees must meet. JobKeeper is open to permanent full-time and permanent part-time employees and what they call long-term casuals. So casuals who've been with the business for more than 12 months. Again, there's other eligibility criteria. Some of the things are like they must be 16 years or older. They must be Australian residents or permanent residents, and there's some visas that are included, but there's a lot of visa types that are excluded, including student visas or 457 visas, unfortunately, aren't included in that. So make sure you do your research on every single one of your employees that are eligible or even not eligible. You've got to work that out. So the third step now is to, once you know who your eligible employees are, they need to complete the ATO nomination form and send that back to you. Now, you don't need to send that off to anyone apart from making sure you've got that eligibility nomination form back from your employees, and you must keep that on file for 5 years at least. The ATO is set, but you need that back from your employees before you go and claim for the JobKeeper payment for them. Now, the fourth thing we need to do is actually enroll through the business portal. The website address is bp.ato.gov.au, and you can apply through that, or you can use the help of your tax agent or accountant to help you through that process as well. You need to let the ATO know a few details through that process. And then the fifth thing to do is make sure your eligible employees are paid at least that $1,500 per fortnight as a minimum. So the JobKeeper payment is $1,500 a fortnight before tax minimum. Now, superannuation depends on if they're actually working those hours. So make sure you get some help if you've got questions around do you need to pay super or not on that. You definitely need to make sure that you've made the payments to your employees to then receive the refund from the ATO or the JobKeeper payment back to your business account. So it's not a payment in advance. This is cash that has to leave your bank account to pay your employees in April to then be refunded in early May. In terms of the refund window, we've been told from early May, it's a little bit vague, but we expect from about the 4th of May onwards payments to start happening. So there's the 5 things you need to do to make sure you're claiming from JobKeeper from the 30th of March onwards. Thank you.